Well, if your garden is overflowing with vegetables and fruits, or maybe you just have some extras that you want to get rid of, well, there's a great way to do that.
Here to tell us how you can donate your excess fruits and veggies to the Emergency Food Pantry are Esther McGinnis and Megan Ness-Ditterick. To both of you, great to have you here. Sounds like a great program, so excited to hear about it.
Well, thank you, Chris. And we are excited, and that's because we have a story of scarcity on one side and bountiful harvest on the other, and the North Dakota Master Gardener Program is trying to bridge that gap. So we have food pantries that receive a lot of boxed goods, a lot of canned goods, but there's a real shortage of fresh fruits and vegetables, and that's where a lot of the nutrition is. Well, and then we have the other side of the story where we have Red River Valley gardeners and have bountiful harvests, you know, cucumbers, tomatoes, zucchini. All of this is just really valuable. So if you have too much because you're a great gardener, come on out and donate it to the Master Gardener Program.
So this is something that you guys are doing every Monday night. You have a lot of different drop-off locations, and what I love too is you guys make it easy for them. You know, it's between Dilworth all the way to Fargo, and you're sending it off to 2 different pantries too.
That's correct. So we have 11 different locations. All the produce collected on the North Dakota side of the border in Fargo and West Fargo will go to the Fargo Emergency Food Pantry. And then for our collection sites in Dilworth and in Moorhead, that will benefit Churches United for the Homeless.
And if you don't mind, take a moment, Esther, you just shared a great story about strawberries before we went on the air. Tell us about that.
That's right. I was speaking with the director for the Emergency Food Pantry, and she was sharing a story with me of a woman that received strawberries as part of her food items that she picked up. And she burst into tears because it had been years since she had had any berries. So we can have a dramatic effect on the clients for the food pantry.
Which is where you come in, Megan, where you're doing classes, or how exactly does it work?
So we have educators across the state who work with families and kids who receive food assistance, like from the food pantries or SNAP. And we do everything from do cooking classes to help build basic cooking skills to, you know, we'll go to the food pantry, we'll talk to the food pantries and kind of see, sometimes they'll share, oh, we're getting too much squash or we're getting a lot of dried beans. Our clients don't exactly know what to do with them, so our educators will go in, emergency food pantry sites across the state, and do recipe demos, do classes and stuff like that for clients.
Nice.
Is there any specific fruit or vegetable that you guys are like, oh, we love it when these are donated, you can do a lot with them, or is it just getting all of that new nutrition into these pantries?
Well, they'll accept virtually anything, but there are some that store better. So, you know, your beans and your peas, some of your root vegetables, you know, potatoes, carrots, beets. You know, tomatoes are really highly prized, and cucumbers and peppers. So the things you like to eat are really valuable.
I love this plate too, because this is something that unfortunately a lot of people who may be on food assistance, they don't always get this even of a plate for their nutrition diet.
And that's one of the types of things that when we're working, especially with kids, they love these types of things. So we'll bring them in, and then the kids have a reminder, so they learn in their classes and, you know, some basic cooking skills and about nutrition. But then they get to take that home, and then during their meals, you know, and we hear from parents all the time that actually kids are like, they want to use their plate all the time. So we find it to be a fun kind of giveaway for the kids.
And we need 2 helpings of fruits.
I think, well, you know. Actually, that
one of
should
them's
be
wrong.
Yes, one of them is wrong. I forgot. You know, that's so funny. I grabbed the one from our shelf. That's the mistake. Usually.
Well,
so
this one,
hide
I'll
that
just cover
extra
that
fruit.
one.
That's okay if you get some extra fruit. It's all good.
You're sharp.
Well, I was just like, I know fruits and vegetables need to take up most of the plate,
That's
which
right.
I think is
That's
so interesting.
Right. They should take up half of the plate.
Wow.
I think adults could probably use a plate like this.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it didn't say like candy cane, syrup, Larson for you.
This is not a Christie plate. This is a plate that they actually use for the kids. What's the missing one here?
Protein.
Protein. Okay. Protein. We'll pretend this is a meat
There you go.
pocket over here.
A little fillet in that one. So again, you can drop it off every Monday night, 6:30, different places, and also, so you guys have got an open house coming up.
Yes, we do. So NDSU Extension has an open house is to celebrate our yard and garden education programming that goes through NDSU. So come out to our garden 12th Avenue North and 18th Street. We'll have talks, we'll have tours of the gardens, and then tours of the research plots. And Don the Bugman is going to be there to entertain the children, or as he likes to say, torment his friends with his creepy crawly friends.
And talk about too, because this is the second year you guys are donating these veggies and the fruits. How big of a need is there actually for these, for you guys to be partnering up with them?
Oh, there's a huge need. Now, in Fargo, the Emergency Food Pantry usually distributes about 1.5 million pounds of food to 5,600 households. And most of the clients are children, so about 50% of those that are fed are children, and a lot of senior citizens, so very vulnerable portions of the population.
Megan, are you going into like schools by chance at all and doing educational things
Yes,
as well?
we go into schools across the state. We go into the schools where there's a higher percentage of kids receiving free and reduced price meals. And we do, like I said, cooking classes has become really popular with kids. In some families, the kids are actually the ones maybe making the meals for their younger siblings, or even with their parents. So we find it a really positive way to kind of build those skills and also get them excited about healthy eating.
So if there's an educator out there, somebody that's watching, how do they get a hold of you to bring you in?
They can go to whatever their extension. So Cass County Extension, we have 2 educators who do work in the schools and as well as at the food pantries and at Head Start and such. So they can go to the Cass County Extension website. They can also contact me at our website. It's www. I should know. It's if you look up NDSU FoodWise, you'll get to all of our materials, all of our educators. You can contact me personally and Megan, and I can lead you in the right direction.
I mean, if I'm an educator out there hearing this, I want you guys coming in so my kids are sitting down, they've got some good food when they show up on their desk, they can learn rather than, you hear their stories where the kids are bouncing off the wall. So I think it's a great program.
Well, and you mentioned earlier, kids learn a lot better when they're well fed and have a good nutritious
The brain's actually
breakfast.
functioning.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing.
Any goal that you have, Esther, for this year of how many pounds of food and you want?
Yes, last year we raised 2,000 pounds of produce through the North Dakota Master Gardener Program. This year we want 5,000 pounds.
Woo!
So come on out. We want to feed a lot of people this year.
So let's remind them, 6:30 to 7:30 every Monday night until the first frost. You guys are going to be out there with all of those different collection sites.
That's right, and then Mother Nature will put a stop to that at some point.
Hopefully everyone is out there saying, yeah, I have a few fruits and vegetables that we can be out there picking and donating.
First frost is what, December?
Chris is always so hopeful.
I know. To both of you, great stuff. Thanks for being here. All right, stick around. When we come back, a very special author is going to join us right after this.